Meditate to create. Suzanne sits upright with her eyes closed. Whenever the boys are at their dad's for the weekend, after cleaning the house and clearing it of any negative energy, she spends hours in a meditative state. Before, she would feel lonely if she was in the house by herself, but now she looks forward to spending time alone. Loneliness and being alone are two different things. Being alone gives her time to connect with her inner self. On the odd free weekend, she will go out with her girlfriends or invite them over for a meal and to watch a DVD, preferably a comedy or something light-hearted. But she has decided to spend this evening alone, without the noise of anything external to interrupt her thoughts. She sits in a poised position with her eyes closed, breathing consciously, aware of her abdomen expanding and retracting. She keeps absolutely still as she creates a space between each thought, making the gaps larger and larger, until her thoughts have slowed right down, enough for her to enter into the silence. Sitting in the silence for relatively long periods of time helps Suzanne take control over her physical body and to hear the voice of her higher self more clearly. Sometime later, she opens her eyes feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, as if she'd just returned from a relaxing retreat. Sitting in the silence has become her favourite pastime when she's not writing poetry. Sometimes being in the silence allows room for inspiration to flow in, so she always has her notebook and pen to hand. Getting up to run a bath, Suzanne feels positively powerful. She had received an idea for how to turn her gift into a more profitable, money-making business. She is going to produce a book of poetry and an accompanying CD. Since she had already started recording some of her poems, the idea was perfect. She would be able to sell them whenever she went out to perform, which she needed to start doing more often. As the bath fills, she adds some bubble bath, Epsom salts and lavender essential oil. As she relaxes neck deep in the water, words come floating to her. She reaches for her notebook and pen and, trying not to get the paper too wet, writes,
I am fertile soil. I am fertile soil. When I plant the seeds of love in the garden of my mind, they're gonna blossom. Think of every thought you have as a seed. The thoughts you sow, you will reap. Thoughts rooted in love will grow into beautiful flowers, while thoughts rooted in fear will grow into fast-growing